Welcome to this free immigration help channel. In this video, we are yet again talking about the family immigration, specifically petition I-130. Now, this particular visa right here, I-551, it applies in a few other cases, but most of the times, this is what you see whenever it comes to the family immigration. Before I start, I wanted to say, as I mentioned in every video, I am not an immigration attorney. This is not a legal advice. All the information that I provide in these videos are directly from official government sources, like in this case, USCIS. Sometimes we also talk about the Department of State, but probably not in this video. Although I do wanted to mention one thing before I get into this I-551 visa or stamp, whatever you want to call it, is that this is probably the good news kind of video, because a lot of times whenever we talk about the family immigration, and you know for yourself, if you have a case going, if you filed a petition for alien relative, and if it's not the category that has the immigrant visa always available, immediately available, there is no cap on the visas. A lot of times when we're inviting our relatives, a lot of times they fall into category where they have to wait. And whenever it comes to waiting, it's really, really long times. So a lot of times when I make a video on the family immigration and I talk about stuff like visa bulletin, and if you know, then you know, that the processing times are really, really slow. They are taking forever. The delays, the backlog that is on the immigrant visa is just crazy. If you haven't seen the video specifically on the visa bulletin, check it out. I have it uploaded on this channel. But in this video, I wanted to give you the good news. And the good news is that once your beneficiary, the person who you are petitioning for, once they successfully go through that very final interview that they will have, once you briefly the process, right? If you are not familiar with the process, I'm going to briefly mention it. I've done a video on each separate step. Everything is uploaded on this channel, so check it out. Or if you have a question, you can ask it in the comments below. Every other day I try to, but recently it's been every day because I've been getting a lot of questions. I make a video answering your comments and common immigration questions, and it goes live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Basically, whatever questions I receive in the comments, I go through all of them, I answer them, and it goes by volume. You see right now it's a volume 28, which it's going to be premiering in the next hour and like 20 minutes. But let me give you a little bit brief process so you can understand. Basically, you're filing the I-130 application. It's the petition for alien relative, right? Once it is approved by USCIS, if you submit all your documents in one package recommended. Once they approve your petition, they transfer this case from USCIS, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, to the NVC, National Visa Center, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of State. All right. Then it's a whole separate stage. They give you an access to the portal. You have to submit documents. You have to fill out the fees, fill out a couple of applications, financial documents of support, visa application, and all that good stuff. Once you are documentarily qualified, and that's what they call basically for when they have everything and they approve it on their end, they call it documentarily qualified. Then your case is transferred to the local embassy where the beneficiary is, where they will be going through that interview. Then they have to do the medical examination, and the very final stage is going through that interview. Now, the people who finally got to that stage and who got the immigrant visa during the interview, meaning that the interview went well, I do get questions from them sometimes saying, hey, okay, I got the visa now. How do I apply for green card? I came to the United States with my immigrant visa, with the I-551. What do I do now? How do I apply for the adjustment of status and so forth? Right? It's good. It's good that you are in that kind of warrior mode and just trying to get everything done. It's really, really good when you're on top of the case. But here's the good news. The good news is that the I-551, it is already a temporary permanent resident card as soon as you enter the United States. And hopefully, if you're one of those people that didn't know that, that's really, good news and kind of like you can relax, all right, finally for a very long time of submitting the documents and doing all of that and thinking that, okay, next application process is coming up. No, that's really it. You don't have to worry about anything else. once you have that I-551, which they call MRIV, which is a machine readable immigrant visa, basically it is, and you will see it, you can actually read it. This is the official, again, all the information that I provide in my videos is from official government sources. This one is from USCIS, and you can see they actually attached the example here. So don't worry, it's not a real person. I don't think they would put a real person, real information here on their website, but I'm actually going to zoom in so that you can see, because at the very bottom right here, it's happy person, so it's not a real person. Okay, so that's good. As you can see at the very bottom right here, it says upon endorsement serves as temporary I-551 evidencing permanent residence for 1 year. So now let me explain what the see if I can fix it. Oh, there you go. So what does it mean upon endorsement? Basically, the endorsement in this case means that stamp that you get from CBP once you enter the United States. Customs Border Protection, right? So you arrive at the airport, you're getting off the plane, you get, I don't know, I guess depends on the airport. I think you pass through the passport control first and then you get the bags, or maybe you get the bags and then you pass the passport control. I don't know, maybe it depends on the airport, maybe not. But for example, in New York, JFK, you get through the passport control first and then you get out and then you go get your bags. So once you successfully passed that passport control and you got your stamp in your passport saying that, okay, I entered the United States of America on this date, that is the endorsement that they mean. So once you got it, your MRIV, machine readable immigrant visa, is no longer an immigrant visa. It is now an evidence for the temporary permanent residence. Okay, and I know it sounds a little bit, it kind of contradicts itself. Temporary permanent residence. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. But basically, it is your permanent residence card, and you can do really anything that you need to do with that temporary permanent residence card. Like for example, if you need to go, which I would recommend doing as soon as possible, obviously, going to the Social Security Administration, getting your Social Security number, right? Going to the DMV, getting either the ID or maybe potentially if you're a driver and if you're comfortable driving, if you're familiar with driving whatever regulations, laws, I guess, here in the United States, taking the test and getting your driver's license. It doesn't really matter, but just a government ID from the state that you will be living in, because that is necessary. So basically doing all of that documentation stuff with this card right here, you do not have to wait for the actual permanent resident card. Now, what about the actual permanent resident card that is a permanent, all right, not the temporary one? What do you need to do in order to get that? Okay, so as part of all that stuff that you're filling out on the NVC side, on your NVC portal, one of the fees there that you will be paying is for that permanent residence card, is for that already adjustment of status. So you don't need to file a separate application for the adjustment of status or anything like this. As long as it was paid, then once you come into the United States, within 90 days, your permanent residence card will arrive in the mail. Another great news. So you don't have to do anything. Now, if you did not pay during your NVC process, sometimes, and I've seen a few cases where it's just not there. It's not part of the process. I don't know why. I'm thinking maybe it depends on which service center it came from. I'm not entirely sure. But some people, they have that option to pay that fee in the NVC portal, and some people don't, okay? So if you didn't have that, no worries at all. Basically, what you will get, probably within a month of arriving into the United States, you will get a letter from USCIS saying that, hey, we have your permanent resident card ready, but you need to pay for it. And obviously the fee, however much, I think it's like 300 maybe, I think, if I'm correct, for one person. It's been a while since I saw one of those letters. But actually, that would be really helpful. If you did get a letter like this recently, please let everyone know in the comments below. It will be really helpful when the community shares the information. Then we can stay, you know, up to date on these fees and all of that sort of stuff. So it will be very helpful. But basically, you'll get a letter from USCIS saying, hey, you need to pay the fee. Once you pay the fee, and you can actually pay it online, so it's very convenient. Once you pay the fee, within like about a month, you will get your actual green card, permanent resident card in the mail. So hopefully this video was helpful. Again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. We'll be happy to address that. Like I said, I do these videos now every day. I've been doing it for the past probably a week, maybe. I've been doing it every day because there were a lot of questions. So go ahead and ask in the comments below, and I will be happy to address it. As always, thank you very much for watching. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.